Hello everyone and welcome back to Donut Like, Donut Read. My name is Clemens and with me today is Julius.
Hey.
And two special guests, Bob.
Hey kids, how's it going?
And Connor.
Hello there.
And we're returning to high school with our friend Fern Gully.
Oh, yes. Fern. Do you guys have any, do you guys remember what happened last time? I believe he got the courage to ask Jessica again, but he hasn't yet done it.
Yeah, he learned that lesson from playing Titanfall, that sometimes you have to think big to do big things, and so he's racing to Jessica's house to ask her to prom again.
He also played Titanfall 2 for the first time, and during playing it, one of his teammates informed him how to summon a Titan, which sort of implies he played all of Titanfall 1 on foot, which is pretty sad, but fine. He really was. He's like, man, this game is fun, and then a big robot punches me, and I die.
Yeah.
Okay, well... This is chapter 11. He's going to ask Jessica, finally, again.
Yeah.
A/N. Okay, Peps, the big moment. Is Fern gonna talk to Jessica, and what is she gonna say? Man, all the answers are found below, so read on, my fire end. And if you don't like it, then just log off!
It's chapter 11, High School Adventures.
Yes.
And he accidentally hit caps lock and didn't notice.
I think he was trying to hold shift for the rest of it and then hit caps lock as well, and then it just happens sometimes. It just happens.
Yeah, a lot
He's
of things
typing
just
looking
happen.
down, and the eyes can't make it back to the screen every time before you hit enter.
I sometimes do this with small starting letter and big following letters because I hit caps lock, so I'm no better than a fictional author. I
remember one time in 4th grade, we were in like silent reading or whatever, and during silent reading, we also had to, like, after we finished reading the book, we were supposed to write a little 2-paragraph summary of the book, so, whatever. And Connor and I were in the same class, and I remember seeing Connor writing up his little write-up thing, and he turned to me. I asked him why he was doing this, and he turned to me, and I don't remember if you remember this, Connor, but you told me at the time your pinky was sore or something, so you hit caps lock, and then you were holding shift and typing.
No, I don't remember that.
Just to get normal letters, because your pinky was sore and you were holding shift. And I remember being like, you I think at the time you said it was easier, and I remember thinking to myself, that doesn't seem easier.
Well,
but,
I don't know.
Okay.
I've done some stupid things in the past, okay.
That's not the stupidest thing you've ever done. You want to hear about this? No, just go ahead.
No. All right. Chapter 11, High School Adventures. When I got to Jessica's house, I parked my bike respectably in the driveway and kicked up the stand so the bike would stay up and not fall over.
That's very respectful.
That's respectful, yeah.
I went up to the front side of the door to Jessica's place and gave 3 sturdy knocks.
Front side of the door.
Yeah. Knock. Knock. Knock.
I almost missed that because of the C and the O.
I stood there and it felt like years. This is the kind of decision that changes you and my life forever.
Whoa.
A million things can and will happen based from the events of a butterfly flapping its wings, which can cause stars to crash on the other end of the universe.
He understands the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I am saying is that small things can still make big things, and that's the lesson I learned earlier, which made me want to ask Jessica again, because sometimes you have to think big to do big things, if you remember.
I do. I do remember that.
really proud of that one. Got to repeat it so
he's really
remember.
This is really more to help him lock it in. He's got to remember. Okay, butterfly flapping, stars crashing. It's all big, small thing, big things. He doesn't really know what the metaphor is or what the butterfly effect is, but he's trying. He's got the spirit.
Yeah. He's really proud of that whole paragraph.
Oh, we are too.
Yeah. Jessica finally opened the door, and I was looking right at her sweet face. Since it was the evening and everybody was winding down except for me, she just had on a pink and purple thin, low-cut shoulder strap shirt and short shorts. Inside wear, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Her nice boobs were under her shirt, but I tried not to stare. I wanted to be polite and show respect to the girl of my dreams.
Yeah, that's respectful. Her nice boobs were under there, but he tried not to stare.
Right.
He really seriously can't think of a way to describe her.
Yeah.
He got the color of her clothing right, but he didn't actually describe her other than to say she has a sweet face and nice boobs.
Yeah.
Her shirt was nice. Oh, hey, Fern, what's up?
She asked. Her voice was like sweet maple syrup. Her eyes were the same.
Why did we specify what brand?
We looked.
That's a real brand.
I remember we tried to find like the worst brand, like the cheapest store brand,
lowest rated brand.
Yeah. We do this several times. I remember another example coming up, I think.
Oh, good.
She parted her hair from her face in a cute and innoxious motion. She leaned in the doorway, showing off her tight and toned body. It was obvious she hit the gym every Saturday and she never missed a day. I was very attracted to her.
We can tell. Yeah. I wasn't sure before, but now I'm certain of it.
I like it.
Got it.
Can glean from the way her body looks which specific day she goes to the gym every week.
Well, she doesn't have Tuesday abs. She has Saturday abs.
Yeah, those Saturday abs.
Yeah, for sure.
So now it was the true make it or break it point. I had been turned down before, but now I am a new man. The lessons and confidence installed in me meant that I had newfound confidence and that I could follow my dreams.
Perfect. He has confidence installed and now he has confidence.
I had confidence, yes.
Yeah. But then I finally realized I wasn't saying anything and she just looked at me with a face.
Shit, I'm not speaking.
Shit. Huh.
Fern? Earth to Fern, you in there?
That's a reference to the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. In the first episode, Taya wakes up Yugi and says, Yugi, Earth to Yugi, you in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to explain to her what was different now and what had changed in me than earlier before, but the only words that came out of my round mouth were...
He's very descriptive.
Yep.
He knows to describe the shapes of things.
I still use round mouth as a joke.
I mean, round mouth is just a very strange... Like, it makes you almost make a round shape with your mouth, just saying it. Round mouth.
Round mouth. So the only words that came out were, hey, Jess, do you want to go to prom with me? Immediately, her face light up.
Well, Fern, I'm so glad you decided to ask again. Earlier I said no because I was scared of Bandon and what he'd do if I say yes. But you know what? Screw Bandon. I have to follow my heart. Bandon is such a jerk and all he does is bully everyone else every single day. Thank you, Fern. I would love to go to prom with you.
Man, I bet tears were in his eyes when he wrote that.
Yeah. Wow.
I know tears were in my eyes reading it and writing it.
Yeah. Fern really wins by doing nothing.
Yeah. He literally asks exactly the same question again. Not like, look, I know you said no before. Nah, no qualifications at all.
Jess got 99% of the way there herself, and Fern just had to ask the question she'd respond to. Mm-hmm. All right, well, in my head, I smiled at her girl power.
That's nice.
That line also really slays with the ladies.
That's real feminism.
Yeah.
In my head, I smiled at her girl power.
Yeah. Suddenly, she looked really concerned. I was scarred about what she was about to say until she said it.
Fern, why are you all wet?
I looked down at my cloths. They were soaking wet. Only then did I look up and see that it was raining, and I got some rain in my eyes, which stung a little bit, but not too much. Did he forget it was raining from last chapter?
He not only forgot it was raining, he had to look straight up into the rain and be slightly blinded.
Yeah.
Well, I like that
die like a turkey.
I like that Jess apparently also doesn't realize it's raining because she has to ask him why he's wet.
Yeah, neither of them are conscious of the fact that water's falling from the sky. It's not occurring to them.
Oh my god, they're really made for each other.
A little bit of family history, a little peek behind the kimono for you. I have a great uncle. Well, had a great uncle. So my grandfather's uncle, who was blinded in his left eye because he looked up as a child into a monsoon, and a raindrop just destroyed his left eye.
Oh god.
Yeah. And so he wore an eye patch, and they told me the story, and they said, if you go to India and it's raining, don't look up. Those raindrops hit really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New fear unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in my excitement to ask Jessica, I hadn't been paying attention. I turned my head back to face Jessica's face and looked at her and shrugged. She laughed.
I turned my head to face Jessica's face.
Yeah.
Like some kind of weird serpent. Also, what was he supposed to do about the rain? Like, I wasn't paying attention. If you had been paying attention, what?
Bring an umbrella?
On your bike?
Materialize an umbrella.
Tell the rain to go away.
Fern, you're always so funny. Anyways, excited for prom tomorrow night, not a question. Wear something nice.
Yeah, it's tomorrow night. He really cut this close.
Sorry, she said, Fern, why are you all wet? And then he just blankly stared at her, looked up, blinded himself, and she's like, ha ha ha, you're so funny.
Yes.
Okay.
They really are made for each other.
Yeah, she just loves his physical comedy.
Yeah. She said with a smile and closed the door. My heart was racing, but I was glad that things were finally going my way. This might be the best ending to the best year of my life ever.
Whoa.
Oh. Cart before the horse there a bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Behind me, I heard a big splash, and when I turned, I saw my dad's car with my dad hanging out of the car.
Oh my god. Not like an arm. He's got his,
mental image that makes. Yeah.
He's got both arms. He's like bent over his stomach out the window.
Yeah, like his waist is at the window, and he's just like, his front half is just, He waved me over and said,
"Oh, hey Fern, buddy boy. I knew you could do it. Now let's get home before you get completely soaked. Besides, check out what I got for dinner."
Dad had a big grin on his face, and he held up a burger from Carl's Jr., which looked really juicing in his hand. Dad knew that Carl's Jr. made the best burgers, and this was no exception. The patty was big, and the bacon was the right shade of red, which meant it was made right. And the lettuce was beeter than usual.
Alright, he doesn't know how to describe food either.
It looked like it had grilled onions on, which isn't my favorite, but he'll still eat it. am not a picky eater.
Yes, well, okay.
I was excited for the burger and fries. A/N, which place do you guys think makes the best burgers? Let me know in the reviews, please. And I got in the car and we went back home. But more than that, I was really excited to tell my friends about all that had happened today.
When you say more than that, you mean more than the fact that you spent a paragraph describing the burgers? Because, you seem way more excited about that than, anything else.
So this is the second time, some major thing happened to Fern, and he just gets distracted talking about food.
Honestly, it seems like his body's just converting any emotional moment into just hunger.
Damn.
Right? I mean,
Maybe.
even earlier, he was talking about... Jessica, and as soon as he noticed how hot she was, he's like, maple gold, maple syrup.
Oh, yeah. If Fern took a aptitude test or whatever those are called, he would test high for being a food critic.
Yeah, in that he has lots to say about food, but not that he has anything insightful to say.
Right, he just has lots to say.
If you need to hear some shit like, oh, the mashed potatoes and gravy is better than they had in middle school, then this is the food critic for you.
Yeah. Well, next day at school, day of prom, new POV.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Who's this new guy?
It's also Fern, but it's newer.
Yeah, it's new Fern. He's a new man.
Yeah, after the you know what? That's true. He learned how to do big things.
Uh-huh.
By thinking big.
So now it's the new Fern. I'm not actually going to change my voice.
Okay.
It was the day of prom, and I was excited. Everyone in class was talking about prom, and Ms. Boatwright didn't even shut us up. She'd really turned the class around, and she had a new lease on life. She even brought in pizza for us to have. How cool. Yeah, she's the cool teacher now.
Pizza party!
It didn't seem like many other freshmen had prom dates, which made me feel even luckier. I mean, she's a sophomore, but she's still going out with me. How neat is that?
End quote. Who was that to?
Yeah, that wasn't even supposed to be dialogue. Why is there a quote?
He just asked that to one of his friends.
Yeah.
Could be.
That's pretty neat. The bell rang and I got my backpack. Ralph stopped me and mentioned that shook me up.
Hey Fern, did you hear? Ever since Bandon heard that Jess is going on prom with you, he got furious. I think he's looking to kill you, Fern. I'd watch your back. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I would, but I got another class to get to.
Find someone else, yeah.
Yeah.
I got scared. Bandon wants to destroy me? I didn't even think of that. I said to my head.
Destroy!
No, he didn't think of that.
Yeah. Destroy!
Jessica only mentioned how she was scared of Bandon's divine reaction, but could have been nothing.
Yeah, well.
It was just a cool girl power move by her.
Yeah. Now he's starting to think that Bandon's going to, tear his arms off.
Right.
And that was, not on the table before.
Don't worry, Fern,
said Ms. Boatwright over her cool party shades.
We are on your side. Bandon's bullying has gone on too long.
Wait, so you were aware of it?
Anything as a teacher.
She was fully aware of it. Yeah, and condoned it when she was not a cool teacher.
Right, but now that she's a cool teacher, the bullying cannot stand.
Yeah, only cool teachers stand against bullying.
Yeah. It went too long.
Mm-hmm.
By the way.
It went too long.
It went too long. I took a deep breath.
Oh, shit.
We gotta do that every time. And went out to class 2. He forgot what class 2 was. He just said
Is he going to
two.
class also or class 2? Who knows?
Yeah, class 2. But this was the scariest time. The time Bandon would be hunting for me like a viscous shark.
Is that vicious? Did we spell that right?
Oh, is that vicious?
I think that might just
maybe.
be vicious.
I thought.
Okay.
Either way, he's hunting for him like a shark.
Yeah.
Famously, creatures that are not that dangerous and not,
Unless it's like the shark
people.
gang from the animated Titanic movies. Those guys are very dangerous.
Yeah, or like the sharks from Shark Tale, but like in real life, sharks are not scary. Like they're
what is UB147's frame of reference? Probably is Shark Tale.
Jaws. Shark Tale, you're right. He
I don't
probably
know,
has
my plush shark is really scary.
Yeah. He loves when Discovery Channel or whatever airs Shark Week and all the great classic shark movies, like Jaws, Deep Water, and Shark Tale.
Yeah, Shark Tale.
Right. When I got to my locker, no one else was there. It seemed everyone else already got their stuff.
So you're like,
how is he so late all the time? I was nervous, though. I felt something bad. And then I heard stomping from down the hall.
Hey, Fern, where are you, Fern?
Oh my god.
Yelled Bandon. Bandon. Oh, shit.
Oh my
I
god.
looked to my left, where Bandon was approached from. I saw him throw a kid straight down in his search for me. I looked around. Oh, yeah?
No. Go ahead.
I looked around. Nowhere to run, now here to hide. But...
Nowhere to run, now here to hide.
Yeah. But, wait.
Damn.
No. There is somewhere to hide.
Right, here.
At the last second, I jumped into my own locker and closed it shut.
He did this earlier.
Well, he got shoved into his own locker. Now he's tactically using it himself.
Wow, this is just like Halo 1, where you, go back through all the levels in reverse order. Man,
Yeah.
That's so cool.
But now this is a new Fern who knows how to use his environment to his advantage rather than get bullied into
Absolutely, yeah. And then see the flowers do the stupid flower thing.
Yeah. Bandon got to my locker and I could see him right outside looking around, smelling blood.
Yeah, like a video game NPC. Whose footprints are these?
Literally. I held my breath for as long as Bandon was there, but finally Bandon went away and I stopped holding my breath.
Yeah, you hold shift to hold your breath.
But there was one problem. I was stuck in my own locker now.
No, I'm too stupid!
It was just like when Bandon shoved me into my locker at the start of the school year. I guess history repeats himself.
Yeah, history does repeat himself.
Yes. It is his history after all.
Yeah. They would call it herstory if it was a she. Okay?
Okay.
Liberals.
I almost got mad, but then I remembered my newfound strength, and I punched the door right above the lock, and it opened. I went to class.
Wow.
Yeah.
He almost got mad at himself?
Yeah.
He did this
for
to
locking
himself
in his own locker.
Okay.
Yeah. But then he did the 1-inch punch, like Bruce Lee. And busted it open. All right. Then it was lunchtime, and I was constantly looking over my shoulders for a sight of Bandon.
No.
I was in the line for lunch when I suddenly realized something. Bandon would be wanting for me to get my food!
Oh my god, it's a trap!
He wants to become big and strong. He's
watching out you gotta think big.
Like nutrition intake. What a nice guy.
Everyone knows that a hungry Fern is a dangerous Fern.
That's true. He wants you to be nice and fattened up so that when he takes you out, you'll be unsuspecting.
Yeah, he can rip into you and get all the nutrients and what are we talking about?
Like a vicious shark.
Yeah, like a vicious shark. He
wants you fattened up like a
cannibalize
seal.
you.
Yeah. Fun fact, did you know that in the wild, sharks are killed by orcas all the time?
Vicious shark.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knew I would have to be in there to get the food, and that's where he would corner me. My detective senses was going off. And from years of playing Titanfall, I knew what a choke point looked like.
It's that place where all the big robots kill you.
Yeah. I love that line. I knew what a choke point looked like. I still remember that one.
He's just like, he thinks about it and he's like, oh man, a lot of people are going to be going through there. That's a choke point. But it's like, Fern, it doesn't matter where you are. Bandon is going to kill you.
Yeah.
And you deserve it.
Whoa.
Well, okay, I don't know about that.
Yeah, are you Team Bandon or Team Fern?
I don't know.
Yeah, the lines have blurred so much. Yeah. Everyone's a shade of gray here.
Yeah, morally gray.
Yeah. So that is what told me everything.
Speaking of morally gray, how he avoids Bandon's wrath is beautiful.
Yeah. But I had a was with me in line trying to talk to me.
Trying?
Yeah, I think so. He meant like ally, but if Tony bought my lunch, Bandon would never even see me.
Yeah, that's the problem with detective mode. If you enter detective mode, you can't hear your allies.
Right.
So Tony was just talking to you and you didn't register anything.
Right. All his attention focused on just like one of his senses. Well, I guess like his thinking, and he couldn't do anything else.
I love, he's trying to focus all his attention on one of his senses, and then you tried to think of which sense he was using, and none of them came up. Only thinking. Right. So basically, he shuts off all his senses and descends into his thoughts, and then just hopes that what comes out makes some sense.
Yeah, just surfaces and only then realizes what's actually going on around him.
Yep.
Hey, Tony, can you buy me lunch? I said, and I held out my money. Tony looked at me at the odd request, but he nodded and took the money. Okay. Then I left the line and went to sat down with Ralph. A few minutes later, I heard it. I heard Bandon shouting mad, and Tony shouting scared, and then the sounds of a fight. There were also some strange noises.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Now I'm thinking about this. So Bandon knew he could identify Fern's food?
But not Fern himself, yeah.
Like, he wasn't looking for Fern. He was looking for the food.
He was looking at everybody's lunch, and finally he was like, wait a minute. That's what Fern eats for lunch.
That's Fern's lunch. Get him! And then he goes and beats the shit out of Tony.
Right.
Okay.
I think, this is also
that is Fern's lunch, so this guy who looks like Tony must in truth be Fern in disguise. He's trying to trick me.
He's trying to trick me. Yeah. And I won't have it.
Yeah. This is also the introduction of some strange noises. Remember that phrase. Going forward. A little while later, Tony limped out of the lunchroom, being shoved out by the lunch lady.
Get out of here! Quit picking fights in here!
Yeah. Bandon probably picked Tony up and threw him into, like, the mashed potatoes or something, and the lunch lady was just like, Tony, how dare you do that?
Yeah, you've got your hair in the food! That's disgusting, Tony! You disgusting freak!
Yeah.
Tony, why did you choose to fall into this?
Mr. Longdon, or should I say, shithead, get out!
Oh my god. He looked worse for wear, and one of his crutches were broken, and he also didn't have any food.
Yeah, oh my god, why did you sacrifice Tony? You could have just not eaten!
Wait. As he sat down, as Ben sat down next to him with 2 lunches, Ben patted Tony on the back. Tony winched at the motion.
Hey man, you know what they say.
He said,
no good deed goes punished. I saw that. I saw what happened, Fern. I got you something to eat.
Yeah, so Tony gets fucked up.
Ben
doesn't get
saw
lunch.
Fern set up Tony.
Yes.
He saw what happened. he got Fern some food, and he held onto his own lunch, and he let Tony get absolutely decimated.
Yes, and didn't give Tony anything.
And didn't get Tony anything, okay.
Yeah, even Tony's alleged friends are just screwing him over.
Yeah. He's just there to be the punching bag for the whole group.
Yeah. You know what they say, Tony's always getting the beans.
Yeah. Never get the cherry cola at the soda shack.
Yeah.
That's all
we couldn't have let Ben push Ben into the mashed potatoes instead, because what if Ben would have drowned in the mashed potatoes, you know?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The mashed potatoes at this school are way thicker than they were in middle school.
Right.
Yeah. They use really starchy potatoes. It's very goopy.
We should do a random, extremely out-of-date Ben drowned reference in Fern Gully 3. I think that's what you were getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connor, you know those lines I said we were sending each other the other day?
Do you want to just read them?
Yeah, sure. He almost drowned, but I did some deep breathing exercise on him and saved his life. And then I replied, I did some breathing/choking exercises, and he got the hang of swimming again.
Yeah, because I really wanted him to mistake, breathing air back into the lungs for deep breathing exercises.
Yeah,
and
deep breathing /
I did some breathing/choking exercises, and he got the hang of swimming again. I really love he got the hang of swimming again.
Yeah, it's like he's just kind of forgot for a little bit, and then I choked him a little, and then he was like, oh, now I remember.
Yeah.
10 seconds breathe in, 10 seconds choking, 10 seconds breathe out, 10 seconds choking. It's box breathing.
Yeah. I don't know how that could be Ben in that situation, but maybe they're at swim class or something.
Maybe Ben just drowns.
Yeah.
What if we start a scene with Ben drowning?
Okay. We'll figure it out.
What I mean is like, what if the scene starts, the opening sentence is like, Ben was laying face down in the lake and not breathing. And then we have to describe the scene from there.
Yeah. We have to figure out how we got there.
How we got there and how we get out of this. And then go back to whatever bullshit Fern has to do.
Yeah.
You're probably wondering how he got there.
Yeah, and so are we.
So are we. We'll have to ask him when we get him out.
Yeah. Alright, so I got you something to eat. I took the food gladly. Tony just nodded and rubbed his bruised jaw. Not one, not three. But I was safe from Bandon for a little while longer. Great. I was glad.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
The day went on with no sight from Bandon. Oh my god, he went blind with rage, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, it was the end of the day, and I was heading through the halls to my locker one last time. Once again, the place was clearing out, except for people going to the club, and maybe detention.
The club.
Yeah.
Basically, I
thought I was finally home free when...
Hey, Fern, stop right there.
No.
I slowly turned around a full 360 to see Bandon staring me down and sprinting at top speed.
Jesus.
And if you remember, he's pretty fast.
He's sprinting at you?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's turned into a Hulk enemy now.
No running away from me now, Fern. I'm going to kick your fucking ass till you shit blood, motherfucker.
Whoa, my god.
Oh, hey.
Is this the first time he's swearing this much?
We should have put an NSFW warning on this video.
Oh my god. He's screaming this at him, sprinting, full speed. Yeah. I mean, that's... Jesus, that's scary.
Yeah. No, it's like I said, he's turned into like a Hulk enemy now.
Yeah.
I began to ran away. I couldn't let Bandon get to me. I was too young to die, and I just thought of Jessica and how sad she will be to go to prom alone, and my life flashed before my eyes a little bit.
Yeah, that's really the problem, that she'll go to prom alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's tonight.
Yeah, she doesn't have time to, go with anybody else now.
Yeah, especially not his killer.
Yeah. I couldn't look back, but I heard him catching up and I thought, this is it. Goodbye, everybody.
I love that he's just giving up.
Yeah. He's trying to run, but he's already giving up.
Yeah.
When suddenly a hand pulled me away by the throat into another hall.
Oh my god.
And yes, imagine the Kane reaching out and yanking someone off stage. That's exactly what I was picturing when...
Yeah, like hand around the throat.
I spun to look at the person, and it was Jessica.
Whoa.
But she quickly put a hand over my mouth so I wouldn't scream.
CQC.
Why would he scream? Yeah. As we stood there, Bandon ran right past us with his head on the swivel turn. I think he thought he lost us because he did.
I think he did too?
Yeah, he kept running and screaming.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he had his sights locked on Fern, but then Fern got pulled away in front of him and Bandon lost him. And just kept going by momentum.
Yeah, that thing where, like, somebody's running behind you and you, like, duck into an alleyway only works if you're far away from them. If you're close to them, they can tell what alley you went into. Or which room pulled you in. Especially if he's, like, breathing down your neck and sprinting at full speed.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I don't know.
Jessica grabbed him by the throat and he was gone.
Yeah. Jess and I looked at each other and both let a sigh of relief. She was literally my angel.
Well, I'm glad I got you out of there, Fern. I'll see you tonight.
Wow. That's it.
She kissed me on the cheek, and I blushed red tomato shy.
Yeah. That's a classic SDC.
That's a classic.
Red tomato shy. That's gonna be another cooking episode. If we ever that's red tomato shy.
Yeah, just make sure you don't cry like a burger in your cooking episode.
I was
or whatever
worried
that other quote was.
I was worried you were going to pop from getting your face so red. Like a tomato?
Yeah.
Yesterday, me and Julius read a German fanfic just for fun. And they had tomato soup as and two characters were blushing, and I was like, yeah, the author should have written, we were as red as the tomato soup in front of us.
I know. I always want them to have comparisons like that in the writing, but people rarely do that. They rarely go for the obvious one, and I really wish they would, because it's very fun when they do.
Yeah. Come on, bad fanfiction writers.
Come on,
Be
guys.
worse.
Be worse.
Get with it.
Get with it, yeah. I like that you aren't good, so don't write better.
Yeah.
Cater your writing only to me when I'm reading bad stories.
So, kissed me on the cheek and I blushed red tomato shy. With a wink, she walked off and I just watched her go. I'll see you tonight, Jessica, my princess. Wow.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. End of chapter. And so, we move on to chapter 12, A Night to Remember.
Mm-hmm. A question mark? And, alright guys, finally we get the prom scene here in this story. Mainly because prom happened at my school and gave me inspiraton. So yeah, enjoy. Inspiraton.
Yeah.
Inspiraton.
I am inspiraton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy. Remember to leave R&Rs, please, and enjoy.
I think we were, in all of these, we were getting at that, like, sometimes people do use spell check or whatever in their story, and then just don't even try in their author's notes. So the author's notes are, like, way worse than the story itself.
I mean, it's like, if you're typing in Word, and then you write your author's note when you're posting the story in fanfiction.net, and you're typing it into the little text box, if you're using Internet Explorer, which is what we were imagining at the time, then you wouldn't have a spell check at all. Nowadays, I'm sure Fern should use Grammarly. Should.
Yeah, but that's how people operate sometimes. So,
for real.
Yeah. All right. So prom. Here we go. Tonight. That's how it starts.
Good sentence.
Yeah. After I got home from school, my dad was helping me get ready for prom. Dad always came through for me, and I always had high exceptions for him. But when he brought down one of his suits, I almost pucked at the color. A tan suit and tie?
What the
Dad,
fuck?
I'm going to prom. He said he was kidding and went back up, but I could tell he was a little disappointed.
They had the balls to give one of the greatest fanfic characters of all time a tan suit and tie? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to
Are
get
you
it out of my
nostalgia
system.
criticking right now?
Yeah, Nostalgia Critic reads
Yeah.
Fern Gully to the high school years.
Hello, I'm the fanfic critic.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He was being such a goofer right now when I needed him serious, and it almost made me reevaluate my relationship with my dad.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Chill out. A tan suit is not inherently bad.
Yeah. I had to get this right because I only had one shot. I was like a baseball guy who had one strike, and the bases were loaded with a fastball headed right for me.
Sure.
So just stand there, let it hit you, and you guys walk or run in. Yeah, okay. It's supposed to be
actually,
bad.
you're fine.
Afterwards, he came back down with a black one, and I put it on. I liked it.
Hey Fern, what about this one?
He is wearing a tropical bright-colored tie all around his head like a ninja band, but I just shook my head nah, then showed me another one that had a bunch of candy canes, then finally he pulled a frickin' emoji tie.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something like, Dad, get serious! But I knew that was really his special night too. Dad never went to prom as a kid, so he wanted to hear all about it later, but I was still focusing on the ties and finally settled on a black and shiny one since it was the only black tie he had.
But personally, I would have gone for the emoji one. To pay respect to the greatest fanfic ever. Aside from Fern Gully too.
The fact that he only has one black tie. I think the fact that he only has one black tie is pretty indicative of why he started showing you, like, the brightly colored one and the emoji tie. Like, he only has gimmick ties.
Yeah.
The man only owns gimmick ties. Sorry. Also, how is this his special night?
it just
You
is,
wanted to
dude.
hear about prom night.
Okay,
Yeah.
you get to hear about it later. That doesn't make it special for you at all. You still have to go whatever you're going to do.
He's gonna live vicariously through his son.
Oh, great.
Joke ties for a joke guy. I don't know.
I guess so, yeah. This is
after
making
I
me
got
seriously
dressed-
reconsider my relationship with my dad.
Yeah. After I got dressed, Dad took a couple selfies with the phone to show me how it looked.
That's nice. Couple
Then
selfies.
I heard a honking outside. I looked at my dad, who wiggled his eyebrows and smiled at me.
I like that the dad took selfies so that would show Fern how he looked.
Yes.
Yes.
It is very interesting.
Take a look at who and how I got good.
Who and how, dude?
Take a look at who and how I got to pick you up.
When I looked through the cold window, my hanging jaw almost fell right off.
The jaw was already hanging.
Yeah. He was like a skeleton.
Yeah.
There was a teeth-white party limo parked in the driveway and street waiting just for me.
It's extending
See,
out
it
into the
was
street.
so
They had to-
long, it was halfway in the driveway, but also still halfway in the street because it wouldn't fit in the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and
this all
also,
makes
he
sense.
had to describe it as teeth white.
Yeah, teeth
Yeah.
white.
I mean, we just established he is a skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were really cool rims and tinted windows so dark that I couldn't see the driver at all.
Whoa.
I looked back at my dad, who was just about to start sobbing, semicolon, because he had that look on his face that I knew led to tears. He dropped to his knees and hugged me tightly, crying on my shoulder blades.
On his knees?
Yeah.
He's on his knees, and he's crying on Fern's shoulder blades. He's got his head, like, resting on his shoulder. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's a detail I forgot.
Yeah, that Fern is, like, only 3 feet tall.
Yeah, or, like, his dad is, like, a giant.
Yeah, that too. Then the back window of the limo rolled down and Ben stuck his head out.
Hey, Fern, come on!
He said, then he rolled up the window with a button. It was automatic. This was a high-tech car.
Holy shit, this car was built after 1950.
Not 1, not 3. I jumped at the shouting. Dad looked at me and said his final words.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Go get him, Fern. Make me proud.
And his arms dropped away from me.
Oh, my God.
I forgot, we really did write this like he was dying.
Yeah, he's like, he starts sobbing. He's like, he holds him close and he's like, make me proud.
And he goes limp, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about it and then turned out the front door. I locked it behind me because I knew my dad wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, why would he lock if he's at home?
Well,
he never can, lol.
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 Oh, one thing, when he took some selfies with the phone earlier, I remember we wanted this detail where, like, we've been laying little details that his dad is not doing well. And like, that they only have one phone to, like, be everything.
They share a cell phone between the two of them. That was something that we had initially. I don't know if I don't think we continued that in Fern 3.
Yeah, no, they're doing better in Fern 3. But
that's
for good reason. You'll see why.
Yeah.
I pointed the door, and when I looked inside, it shocked me!
No!
All my friends were in the back, and there was a strobe light. It seemed a little crowded, so I thought about getting in front, but when I looked up, I saw who was driving. Can you guess who it was? It was Miss Boatwright!
I really love the idea of writing a hypothetical question that the audience could, in theory, attempt to answer, but then right next to it, write in full caps and bold the answer.
Yeah.
So your eyes literally can't get to this point on the page without seeing the answer.
Yeah. No trust, no faith in the reader.
Yeah.
She had on a funky neon outfit with big party shades in the shape of the word porm and a bright pink wig. It was some Chinese shades or something.
Porm.
She turned around and winked at me.
By the way, this would not be a good guess. What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Why would your English teacher be the driver?
Yeah, and why is she dressed like this? This is not a normal way to dress for porn.
She got called out for being mean once. Of course she wears this outfit.
No, she's cool, dude.
Yeah, she's so cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Fern, hope you are having a super cool, delicious time.
Wow.
Your prom is going to be on fleek, as you kids say.
Oh, jeez.
I think even when we wrote that was dated. Even when we wrote it, it was dated. So hearing on fleek now is...
Yeah, it's like when you search for, like, 10-year-old memes intentionally, and you're like, oh my god, I forgot about all these.
You know, actually, just yesterday, I went and looked up the He-Man Hey Ya, the original video. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, man. That meme is so ancient. And it holds up. It just holds up. It's a good...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just
It's a good edit.
All right. I groaned, and so did everyone else in the limo. Who was Ben, Ralph, Patrick, their girls, and a few of Patrick's new friends, and some of their friends came along too, which I didn't know, wasn't too excited about, but they seemed to be having fun, so I just went along with it.
Okay, well, we've got a little bit of interpersonal problems with Patrick that are at least seeping in from the real life, but whatever.
Yeah. I looked around for Tony, but I guessed that there wasn't enough room. There was only one seat left.
So why didn't you kick out one of Patrick's new friends? Or one of their friends?
Yeah.
Tell each friend to bring 10 more friends, or whatever that quote is.
Also, it's crazy that he was going to sit in the front seat. If you're getting in a party limo, what kind of loser get... The point is that we're having a party in the back, not that we all got there on time.
Yeah, no, this was the only vehicle that could accommodate all of them.
I guess.
Yeah, it's like, get the party limo, turn the lights off, turn the strobe off, turn all that shit off.
Yeah.
You know, this is just for efficiency.
Just pack us in. Yeah, pack us in. The only concern I have is that if we put too many kids in this car, the gas mileage might go down.
I was going to say something, but Ralph slopped me on the back and said...
Ew, gross. Guess we only need one more date and then we're good to go.
Oh yeah, Jessica.
She forgot.
Oh yeah,
You forgot.
my date.
Yeah. I forgot about her. We pull up to her house and I elbow my way to the front door. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. I rang the doorbell and held out the flowers I brought. Jessica's dad answered the door surprised.
Okay, Connor and I, when we wrote this character, I don't know what we were on. Because I just
the good shit.
I love Jessica's dad. He's the best character in the whole story.
Yeah.
For reasons that are about to be obvious.
Yeah. I was about to speak, but I stopped because my voice cracked really bad on the word sir, and I was really embarrassed. So you did speak.
Yes.
He looked at me sternly for what felt like way too long, but then sighed and let me in. I didn't know what he meant, but it almost put a damper on what might be definitely one of the top 5 nights I'd have at Jessica's, if it was good enough to go there after tonight.
God, he really doesn't know. I mean, I just love that Fern seems to think in terms of top 10 lists. Like he's waiting to fit this night into a top 5.
And was that supposed to be a 5 Nights at Freddy's joke because it's 5 nights he'd have at Jessica's?
No, I don't think
I don't think I was that big into 5 Nights at Freddy's at the time. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was just a common goof to, make everything be about, like, lists or whatever.
Yeah, listicles and stuff.
So, I took off my shoes when I stepped inside because I didn't want to make the floors dirty in there. Maybe, just maybe, if I play my cards right, this night would maybe be in my top 3 nights maybe ever.
Yeah,
I thought to myself.
This night could jump from one list entirely to an even better list.
Yeah.
That's how
this
fucking
night
cool
is in
this
its
night
top
could be.
5 and it's not number 5.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Yeah, this could be it went from a top 5 at Jessica's to a top 3 ever, okay? So, like...
Yeah.
Back up Wednesday the 19th.
Yeah. I mean, it's prom night with Jessica, you know?
Yeah. We gotta call back to that in Fern 3. He's gotta, like, compare... Maybe we can have him go through his best nights ever and list this as one of them.
Yeah. I looked at the dad and said the first words that I have prepared myself for this. God, that's bad, even by Fern standards. Hello, Mr.
Please, that was my father's name.
Was all said.
His father's name was,
Yeah. Then, we sat down and a few minutes passed. I noticed, and I think we both noticed, how similar to each other we were.
Whoa.
We locked eyes, but it wasn't like he was fighting me with mind games, but he recognized me for what I was, and I saw the same in him. It was not a duel, it was mutual respect, and I felt like our auras were communicating at a higher plane of conciseness.
Yeah, so concise they don't even need to say any words.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please, that was my father's name. And then they sit down in silence and stare at each other for minutes on end.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But it's the best conversation Fern's ever had.
Yeah. Finally one of his people.
Yeah. For a long second, he almost nodded at me, but then we both heard heels coming downstairs.
I mean, think about this. Fern speaks once per interaction, right? This man is so powerful, he almost nodded.
Yeah.
He's so inactive, he doesn't even nod every time he wants to. Okay?
Yeah, this guy, stands there like a gargoyle 23 hours out of the day, but Fern has been enough to get almost a nod out of him.
Uh-huh. And I mean, Fern has a ways to go to learn to be as focused and determined as this man, okay? Fern stands like a gargoyle 12 hours out of the day, and everyone thinks that's crazy. And then we meet Jessica's dad. He's such a gargoyle, we don't even know what his last name is.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Jessica's dad is the true final boss.
Yeah. He's Fern in Fern Gully 3, he's evolved to be closer to this. But we're going to get back to Jessica's dad, and Jessica's dad will be like a monk.
Yeah.
Jessica will be like, oh, you want to come see my dad in the backyard? And we'll go look. And it'll be like, there's a tree, and he is simply merged with the tree. It's just his peaceful face and his arms.
He is one
and
with the earth now.
Yeah, and that's it. And Fern is like, wow. That's it. That's all Fern has to say. Yeah, that's a good tree.
Yeah.
Fern, are you there?
Jessica said out loud with her tinny voice.
Rude.
It was a pretty sound.
With a tiny voice. I guess it was literally tinny. She was
Bad
a robot
microphone.
waifu.
She uses on Discord she was roboting a little bit.
It was a pretty sound that I couldn't help but hear as a song. From the kitchen, I also heard some strange noises.
Huh?
Hello.
Yeah. Her dress was as black as night, and the parts that were dragging behind her on the ground flowed like a river of water, and looked like pools of midnight swirling in the infinity singularity that is our universe.
Whoa.
The sparkles on her dress shined as bright as the falling stars, and reflected the mage sty of our world. Wow. To think such wondrous things could be grasped by me and others who understood that there was more to reality than just Gangnam Style and iPhones and Bejeweled.
He's really making a statement here. He's like, holy shit, she's so beautiful it makes me think about all those people missing out because they're addicted to their phones.
And Gangnam Style, which was still totally relevant at this time, at this point in time.
Gangnam Style, dude.
Yeah. Damn. Her hair was good, too. It was like rolling waves of sand on the beach. She even had a shell in it.
I like when I go to the beach and the waves of sand roll over me.
Yeah.
The only problem is it's pretty hard to walk there.
It's really hard to get out once you've let the waves crash over you a couple times.
Yeah, you just get sand blasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
buried
she had a shell.
Getting buried at the beach is a time-honored tradition where all you do is you stand at the beach and you look up and you wait, and then little by little the waves of sand cause you to just eventually, if you don't keep your face facing up, you'll just die.
Yeah. Her eyes were gray with flecks of gold and brown. She smiles at me and it's like my life is on fire.
My life is on fire?
Yes.
What does it even mean? By the way, her eye color changed.
Yeah, her eye color changed again.
I think it was somewhere around here that we decided, or maybe it was earlier, we decided to just be totally inconsistent with our descriptions of her. So, like, each time he describes her eye color and hair color from now on, they'll be slightly different. Like, she's just constantly being different women.
Ready to go.
She says, pulling on her purse and my hand and off the couch and out the door.
Wow. Here we go.
I made one last look back at her dad, who finally finished that nod.
Jesus. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's power.
He got her dad's a total appreciation.
Yeah. I mean,
whatever.
Fuck.
Acceptance, yeah.
He got a nod from this silent... wow.
Sage,
yeah. Yes.
Silent sage.
Yeah.
All right. We got back in the limousine, and Mrs. Boatwright straight looked at us in the eye again.
All right, kiddios. Next stop, Party City. Who to?
Yeah, we got to go pick up some stuff before we get to the prom.
We're gonna buy some fake skeletons and some streamers and some
and
random
some balloons.
candy.
Yeah. While she made the train noise, she also did the fist pump train conductor thing and then did a 360 burnout before speeding off.
In a limo?
Yes, in a limo. Yeah.
Please,
I think we guessed that game Roundabout before it even came out.
That's true.
Yeah. It left a pretty good donut.
Cool.
On the way, we listened to some great music, and Ms. Boatwright did a wheelie with the hydro licks, so the limo bounced with the music. It didn't bounce very much, though. She still wanted to get there on time.
I love when he's just like, they're having fun, but not too much fun.
Right.
You know? He's like, I want to have fun, but we got to be reasonable about it.
Yeah.
This is a great example of that. A sick guitar solo came from the radio. Ben started doing air guitar, and I helped by playing the air bass.
Nice.
But then I saw Ralph was playing air bass too, but he's way better than me, so I stopped.
You know, it's air bass. You can keep playing.
No, only one air bassist in the band.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna have to switch to like air triangle.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. I mean, I played air skin flute in our band, and nobody complained that a second skin flutist joined.
Yeah. I mean, we were a real avant-garde band.
That's true. There was a lot of blowjobs happening on stage, so
right.
That's pretty avant-garde musically.
Yeah. We got it was hard keeping it tuned with the blowjobs, you know.
Keeping it tuned with the blowjobs, keeping it rhythm with them too.
We got to the school and piled out of the car onto the sidewalk. Ms. Boatwright drove off to return the limo, and I saw Tony riding his bike to prom.
What do you mean return the limo? We're gonna need to get home.
No, they only rented it for like an hour.
Okay, but then are we gonna walk home?
Yes.
I guess so.
And Tony had to ride his bike?
Yeah, they didn't have room for Tony.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't actually have room for Jessica, but whatever.
Yeah.
He looked really tired, and I thought one of his tires looked a little flat. One of the guys I didn't know, A/N, I think they came from another school, laughed at Tony Biakua as he came alone.
I like when your tire's a little flat. It's not flat, it's just a little flat.
It's a little bit. Yeah, it looks. I mean, he's just judging Tony's tire. He's just judging Tony's bike. It's like it's not about. It's not about like, oh, Tony must have had a hard time riding. He's just like, wow, Tony doesn't take care of his bike. He should really pump the tire, pump air in the bike.
It's not about how flat your tires are. It's about your personality.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to treat Tony right. And also, one of the guys he doesn't know laughs at Tony at prom. And,
right.
And Tony doesn't want to hang out with them. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. Tony didn't really want to hang out with us. He went to open the front door, but just then a teacher opened the door from the inside and hit Tony in the face.
Yep.
But the doors were open now, so we all went the dance floor.
Great. Tony got hit in the face and nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares. As soon as I got in there, I beelined for the punch bowl, knowing that Jessica would be thirsty after such a long drive.
Yeah. Clearly, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Tony cut me in line, and I almost was mad, but I remembered how sweaty and tired he looked outside, so I let him.
Okay. Tony, this one time, buddy.
This one time. It's
one
okay.
time.
You're in thin ice.
But don't fuck us again, alright?
Yeah, don't fuck me on this, buddy.
He pushed past the girls and poured himself a huge glass of punch and grabbed a pretty big slice of apple pie as well.
Okay,
he gulped it down on solid breath, but then he looked really sick.
Guys, I don't think...
It sounded like his voice was getting deeper and slower, but then he just fell over and paced it out.
So it's like he doesn't understand that voice effect of getting deeper and slower is supposed to indicate that the person hearing it is experiencing some kind of distortion of time. He thinks people get drugged and start talking.
You just do that. Yes.
Yeah.
He spilled his apple pie and then his face landed in it. Behind me, one of the nerds said,
"He looks like he just blue screened his life."
Oh my god.
I got him.
Jesus, why?
Everyone laughed. Even I thought it was a bit funny.
Rude.
The teacher standing there said,
"All right, you pranksters, who spiked the punch bowl?"
Then the lunch lady brought out more punch and swapped the bowl as Tony woke up, since this always happened at prom.
Dang, Tony.
Okay, so yeah, we gotta stop and just really go back through what just happened, alright?
Yeah.
So Tony has to ride his bike on the way to prom because his friends don't want to pick him up. And then he gets there and he's really tired or whatever, so he pushes his way to the front of the line to get the punch bowl first, but someone has spiked the punch.
He gets slammed in the face with a door.
Oh yeah. I didn't mention that because that's almost like, is there a door that opens that doesn't slam Tony in the face?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tony gets to the front of the line, gets the punch, but someone spiked the punch bowl and he passes out.
As soon as he walked in, I mean, he's the first one in there. He elbows past everyone. Someone's already spiked the punch.
Yeah, they brought the punch out and it spiked already.
So actually now I'm wondering, the real Tony, in the context of
UB147's life,
the fictional author, does he have as bad of luck as the fictional Tony has?
I think probably not as bad. But I really, honestly, I think more about UB147's friends Patrick and Ralph and Ben than I think about Tony as a real person. I think of Tony as just a scapegoat for us to heap punishment on.
Yeah.
I don't really think of him as his corresponding real life friend.
Yeah. Tony
really
is not like a person.
You should think more about it, and so should UB147. But to him, it's just kind of amusing that Tony is constantly being abused by life.
Yeah, I never really thought about it. We've put more thought into the, real life representations of everyone else.
Yeah, Nick, Mike, Tony. Ralph, Ben, Bandon, Fern's dad.
Tony's the person in this friend group who feels most like a character, to be honest. Every other friend is
yeah.
They're just there, which is probably how you would insert your friends into your weird fanfic.
Yeah, because, Ben and Ralph are real people, so when he says their names, he instantly has a characterization for them. So he doesn't need to describe what they're like.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Tony is someone new, so he has to describe who they are.
So maybe there is no Tony in real life. Maybe that's the one friend he made up.
Yeah, maybe.
I think maybe this is a Tyler Durden situation.
Oh, God. Tony came into my life at a very strange point or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe Tony, maybe Fern is Tony dissociating.
Yeah, the last like sentence or two of this story is going to be like, and that's what happened to Fern. But as for what happened to me, well, you're just going to have to wait to find out. Signed, Tony. And it's going to be like, oh my god. I don't know.
I was thinking it was like Tony is having all this stuff happening to him, and then every time something terrible happens to him, Fern, his real consciousness, has to dissociate from it by 1, finding it a bit funny, and then 2, thinking about food.
Oh, okay.
Like, you remember the movie Sucker Punch?
Yeah.
It's that, but Tony.
Okay. Leave your theories in the comments or whatever.
Yes, please.
That's just a theory, a fanfic theory. All right. The lights dimmed, and everyone looked at the stage to see who was the DJ. Then a guy walked out who I recognized after some thought because it was my cool math teacher, Mr. Armenta.
Whoa!
He grabbed the microphone in fingerless, gloved hands.
Whoa!
That's so fucking cool and descriptive.
What's up, Blue Meadows High? Are all of you ready to get down tonight? I don't care what you kids do out there once the doors close.
What?
All the kids wooed at that.
But while this prom is going, I want you all to get lit.
I am glad that Mr. Armenta did a cool slang. See, it's okay when he does it.
Yeah.
And I knew he meant it.
And it's, to be clear, we all know that if anyone is going to give an adult permission to use a cool slang, it's Fern.
Yeah.
Fern is obviously the coolest and most happening dude ever.
He's the arbiter of cool.
He's the arbiter of who gets to say a cool slang.
Yeah.
What does it mean? He's saying, I don't care what you kids do out there once the doors close, but while this prom is going, I want you all to get lit. So he's saying, prom is happening, y'all better be happy. Y'all better be excited. Once you leave, depression can come back.
Yes.
You guys can be sad and mopey and miserable, but in here, you're
all gonna have fun.
Awesome.
Be happy.
Yeah.
Being happy. A good citizen is happy. A good citizen gets lit.
A good citizen gets lit.
Throws it down on the dance floor.
Yeah, a good citizen throws it back.
Yes, throw it back. As soon as the music started, I was turning to Jessica when I noticed that Ralph was getting pulled into the girls' room by his date.
Oh my god.
She was smiling a lot and Ralph looked confused, so I wondered if I should go help, but then Jessica was in my eyes.
To be honest, maybe. If Ralph is confused, you maybe should help.
Yeah. Mr. Armenta went behind the turntable, and he was so short we could barely see him over it.
Okay, so now we've implied that Fern's dad is exceptionally tall, and Mr. Armenta is so short that you can't see him. Okay.
Oh, I love this whole sequence of events. Mm-hmm. He started the first song, and it was whatever the new Katy Perry song is/was. A/N. I don't want to date the story. Gotta make it timeless after all.
Because Katy Perry is gonna be relevant forever.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to date the story, so I'm going to put a celebrity who I'm certain will forever be infinitely relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not that the slang that Mr. Armenta was doing a minute ago wasn't going to date the story, or any of the other numerous things he's saying and doing in the story that date the story.
But I'm glad you chose Katy Perry for this, because this made this age like a fine wine.
Yeah, this next part is beautiful.
Right. Jessica was really exited when the song came on.
I love this song.
Ben suddenly spun around, looking very mean.
Oh my god.
How can you listen to this trash? The production is awful. Her singing is atrocious. The auto-tune isn't even in key. Katy Perry is the epitome of trash pop with her plastic voice, plastic smile, and plastic tits. Are you listening to the lyrics? Does she try to be thoughtful at all? You can tell just from her interviews that she's cranking out mindless, artless pop music to generate money from gullible morons who'll just buy her albums and continue to contribute to the downfall of society. You should really listen to some smarter music if you actually want to appreciate the work of artists can make of their craft, and listen to something that challenges your perspective. Bands like System of a Down and Tool. If you want, afterwards, I can give you some of their albums.
A/N, my real-life friend Ben wrote this part for me. Thanks.
Thanks, Ben.
Ben seems like a cool guy.
He seems like a really nice and cool guy.
Yeah.
Very chill guy.
God.
Very chill and really respectful of other people's media choices.
How about you listen to the song? Oh god, no. I was gonna make a very cool joke here about the System of a Down song where they sing about a pogo stick and it's a metaphor for fucking.
Pogo. Literally pogo.
Oh god. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to spitball and then make myself seem like a
why
fool.
didn't you try listening to something that challenges their perspective? Like, this cocaine
like
makes me feel like I'm on this song.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with me.
Challenge your perspective.
Don't
listen
let
to
your
the
stepson
smartest,
eat the fish.
Listen to the smartest Tool song, Die Eier von Satan. It's the most smartest Tool song, and it's gonna give you a whole new perspective, and you will be a better baker of hash cookies afterwards. So.
Yeah.
And also, you're going to be, frankly, I'll just say what we're all thinking, a better person. A better person, having listened now to smart music like Tool and not dumb, stupid music like Katy Perry.
Yeah, and since Mrs. DLD I have a thought-provoking song, My Life is Like a Video Game, timeless classic.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
If we should really do a version of this in Fern Gully 3, and have it be like, I don't know, who's the modern, like, smart artist, quote unquote, you know, that middle schoolers think is the hottest shit.
Definitely there was definitely a year where we could have done Kendrick and Drake.
I guess,
Right, but I think, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have to think about it.
I don't know. I'm not hip and cool with the youth like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not hip and cool. I'm not in my 20s anymore, so I don't know.
Maybe Chappelle Roan, but not really.
Oh yeah, Chappelle Roan is. But no, I mean,
I'm not sure if it's
actually
really
pretty thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, System of a Down is actually pretty thoughtful. You know,
No, but what I mean is, like, in the moment we had here was, like, shitting on Katy Perry, and in favor of, like, just another band that you just heard because your older brother told you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's about that, and I don't know if Chappelle Roan would really
it doesn't really fall into that category.
Really
it's got to be another one of those, like, oh, you're listening to this because someone told you to.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll think about it.
I don't know. I guess you're listening to them because someone told you to. Bands are usually ones that aren't that relevant right now.
Actually,
because
you know
your
what?
older brother who told you to listen to it. So
how about
I guess it necessarily is something from the last generation. So I don't know.
How about this? Fern Gully 3, we have somebody, maybe Jessica again, listening to Taylor Swift, and then Ben shows up and just recommends System of a Down and Tool again.
I mean, okay, I don't want to make this take too long, but we did have a great line that we want to use where it was like, I saw what Jessica was listening to. It sounded really avant-garde, and I looked down and it was Drake.
That's really avant-garde, yeah.
But I forgot. We really dialed into a very specific kind of guy and feel for this, like, two paragraphs, because Jessica was speechless. I guess she never saw it that way, since all she listened to before was bands like 21 Pilots, or like 21 Bad Songs, Lamau.
Oh, got him.
Good one.
I'm Just Ben was there to explain that he is sway better than me at it. After all, Ben explained it to me before, and that's why I stopped listening to what the industry wants me to hear and started listening to the bands that Ben shows me.
Yeah, great.
Like, we just straight up say it.
I'm not listening anymore to what the man shows me, I'm listening to what the boy shows me.
Yeah, I'm not listening to what the man shows me. I'm listening to what this man shows me.
Yeah. The night went on, and Jess and I were dancing to all the songs. Mr. Armenta even took requests, so we got to slow dance to my favorite slow song ever, Vermilion Part 2 by Slipknot.
Yeah, great.
Oh, God, I love that. She was really close, and I could almost smell her perfume. Almost. My heart is fast.
My heart is fast.
Later, he started playing faster and heavier songs that everyone sang along with, like Prom Queen by Lil Wayne, and I was really amazed by Jessica's fast dancing skills. Do not look that song up if you haven't heard it. It's not good.
It's not.
Wait, which one?
Prom Queen by Lil Wayne. Okay. You can put it on in the background while we read.
Yeah. When Youth of the Nation started up, we almost started a mosh, but the teachers break it. She danced for me, and I really wished that I could dance too at that moment.
Oh.
All the guys were looking at me.
I'll tell you right now, you can do it.
No, he can't. He can't do it.
Here you go. There's Prom Queen if you want to listen to that.
Right.
Just put it on.
All the guys... Oh, sorry. Yeah. All the guys were looking at me and her, and they were really jealous of us. Suddenly, Armenta put on a song that was way too fast.
Uh-oh.
I looked to see what other guys were doing, but most of them were actually standing back because most of the girls had started dancing together in the middle of the floor looking really hot. They were on the floor moving their butts up and down. I didn't know what they were doing, but they were all doing it, so I guess it was intentional. The song was getting really fast, and I got kinda nervous, so I looked at Ben, who was headbanging. His ponytail almost hit his date.
He doesn't know how to, like, he's like, there's dancing going on, they're moving their butts.
Yeah, and they're just getting faster and faster.
And he's just
By the way,
is this dancing?
Put the song on, I actually put Prom Queen on in the background. What is this?
Yeah, what?
Why am I listening to?
Lil Wayne made a rock album for some reason.
Yeah, his rock phase was interesting.
What the fuck? Wait, was Lil Wayne also... Was it Lil Wayne who was on that one Weezer song also?
I think so.
Okay, so that's why
Lil
he was
Wayne,
on the Weezer
at this point
song.
in his career, I don't know what Lil Wayne wants to do now, but at this point in his career, Lil Wayne famously wanted to collaborate with every artist he could, in any medium. He wanted to work with anyone, because he was just trying to explore the boundaries of what he could do creatively.
I guess I can respect that.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I guess the bad effect of that is when you do that, sometimes you're gonna make Prom Queen.
Unfortunately, his rock album also kind of just sucks.
Yeah.
Come on, Fern.
Jessica shouted to me over the music and took my hand, and suddenly I was being yanked around.
Oh my God.
I thought my arms would come right off. But just as the song was reaching its fastest point, I saw something that chilled my spine.
Not one,
not three.
What kind of song just gets faster and faster?
Yes. It just gets... They're listening to, like, glitchcore by this point.
Yeah. This is like nightcore, glitchcore, nightcore.
Yeah. Bandon! He pushes his way through the front door and wasn't dressed for any party I have ever been to.
Oh no.
Instead, he had a baseball bat in his hand and a look of angry on his face. He swung hard at the speaker and the music stopped with a loud band. Everyone jumped and looked at where the sound came from, and Bandon shouted right at me even though it was so quiet that we could have hear him even if he was just talking.
Hey, you don't need to shout.
Hey, Gilbert, come out wherever you are.
He's shouting right at you. Why does he not know where you are? Everyone cleared up and we were facing him off while he stood me down.
Oh my god, Bandon, what are you doing?
Question mark / question mark. Said Jessica. Bet you'd never seen that one before.
Yeah. The 3 question marks if one of them went down.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's question mark or 2 question marks.
Yeah.
Like and or.
Nick and Mike were punching away any guys who started to come up to Bandon, even the teachers.
Man, it'll be really useful when they're on his side later.
Yeah. Armenta dropped the mic and backed off. Head didn't want any trouble. Bandon grabbed the mic and shouted into it.
He's the one who stole my prom date and ruined my perfect life.
Oh.
Syed Bandon with blood-thirsty eyes.
Oh my god.
He shouted so loud that he made a small sonic boom.
Holy shit.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah. Then from the back rows, Tony came running in, maddened and furious.
Nobody talks about my best friend like that. Somebody hold me back, guys. Somebody hold me back.
He shouted while running by. I was so happy that he said I was his best friend that I forgot to hold him back.
No, Tony, no!
He ran right up to the bullies. Nick and Mike clotheslined Tony and then took turns punching Tony until blood came out.
Jesus.
I was so made that I finally stepped up to stop Bandon once and for all.
Fine.
I knew what words I would use, and that if I didn't stop him right here and now, no one would ever be able to. Hey, you, man, don't do that.
Hey, don't do that.
Hey, you, man, don't do that.
Bandon looked up slowly, so angry that his eyes might just have exploded off his head.
You think you're so much better than me, Fern? You think you can take my girl? Well, I'm here to take Jess back. She's my prom date, and when I'm done with you, this will be your last prom.
That's okay. Alright.
That's scary.
That's frightening. I don't like that you feel that way about me. I said, hey, you, man, don't do that. I mean, chill?
Bandon,
maybe just chill a little.
Bandon has been ready to kill Fern for like the entire day, you know?
Yeah.
There was no escalation. Bandon came in here ready to do that.
Yeah.
Nothing Fern could have said would have stopped Bandon.
I would just like you to read this next paragraph all the way through. I just love this paragraph.
All right. Jessica looked unhappy. If my life felt like it was on fire before, I suddenly felt like a fire extinguisher. She could destroy moons with her angry glare. I could feel her aura of negative energies. I could tell she has been holding them in for a while, so it was good for her to release that power before it overwashed her in the darkness that she was keeping inside.
What? A weird thing to say about someone you barely know. But also, if my life felt like it was on fire before, I suddenly felt like a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
That's such a mixed metaphor. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, he knows words.
Yeah.
Period.
Fire and fire extinguisher are opposites, so that's as far as he thought it through.
Yeah.
Okay, but now the darkness comes out of her. Now we're getting a glimpse into her dark psyche.
Yeah, you're about to see some twisted, fucked up shit in her brain.
Bandon, you're such a jerk.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, I can't believe a woman would say anything negative.
Yeah. Ben stepped in, trying to be the median between us.
Yeah, because he's so reasonable.
Yeah.
Guys, we don't need to resort to violence. Let's not cause a scene. Let's take this outside and settle our scores with a bike race. Whoever wins gets to date Jessica.
I'm glad you are deciding this.
Thank you, Ben, for being reasonable.
Yeah.
Everyone applaud.
Bandon and I locked eyes together, and he nodded.
Fine. See you in 5 outside. Come alone and bring your bike.
I think Ben will one day write about this happening as something in a college entrance essay about like a time he faced adversity and how he overcame it. He helped sort through this very difficult situation where Jessica's hand in datinghood was almost left untouched by a man. And thank goodness he was there to make sure to find a safe way to assign a boyfriend to her.
Right. To make everything right.
Thank God he was there for that.
Nick and Mike finally put Tony down, and I sat down next to him.
They've just been
He bled on my suit pants, but they were black, so no one saw.
Thank God.
Take my bike. Not one had free, Fern. Not one had free. Kick his ass.
And then Tony fell unconcise again.
Wow.
Maybe take my bike.
That's really, wow.
Tony made the ultimate sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
I stood up and looked at my friends. Jessica looked pretty worried, and I didn't want her to date Bandon again.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
Be careful.
She said. She stuttered when she was nerviose.
So she's not nerviose.
Yeah, because she didn't stutter.
She did not stutter.
It was me on Tony's bike versus Bandon on his bike. This would be the clash that would seal Jessica's heart and fate forever.
Wow.
Sealed with a kiss.
Wow. Sealed with a race.
Sealed with a race, yeah.
Yeah. But that'll have to wait till next time, because... Yeah.
Wow.
Too much drama.
What do you guys think? Exciting, right?
Yeah, I hope this race turns out well for Fern.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I mean,
yeah.
This is all about Jessica, right? I mean, we gotta make sure we're treating her right, and by that I mean making sure we race real good so that she doesn't have to date Bandon anymore because she has to date me.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, as always, don't leave any reviews on anything we cover, including this. We have a Tumblr and a Discord and a request form link below in the description. And if you do not like, then do not tweet.
Bye.
If you do not like, then log off.
Yeah, log off.
Oh, yeah.